Well, hello and welcome to day 10. Day 10. So, you're either seeing me live on the tools to master your own energy Facebook group, you're on my Growth Junkie page, or you are on YouTube. So, I have a huge request for you who are watching on Facebook sometime today or whenever you catch. Where are you from? Where are you from? Would you write in the comments either a picture of from where you're at, like outside today, or just what city or state? I'm in San Diego, California, and I know that I have people all over the world. I coach clients all over the world. Thank goodness for Zoom. But I would love to know in one of your groups that you're listening to me in, where are you? Where are you? It's just an incredibly beautiful, warm day here in California, San Diego, California. And I was wondering what it was like everywhere else. So I'll have to probably read those when I'm done, but I will go back to that. So we're on day 10. And what started this for me was 10 days ago when I posted, in case you haven't listened, when I posted this picture of me and my husband, Zach. Max. Okay. Mr. Max. Um, when I posted that, a lot of thoughts came through my head. And what we've been going over in the last 10 days is what is it to master your own energy? What tools can you add? Are you even thinking about mastering your own energy? What the heck does that mean? And what prompted this was when I posted this picture, not to go back too far explaining it from the first time, was that it took me a few minutes to decide whether to post that, because what came up for me in my thought process was this awareness was, what are people going to think? And being the aware, intuitive, sensitive person, I have a tendency to know what people are going to think before it's out there. So I was kind of processing it, and I'm like, wow, that picture of me and Max, what it's taken me in my life to get to the most happiest, simple, but fulfilling. I just love my life. I know that sounds weird. I just love my life. It took a lot to get to where I'm at today. And what you see is a picture, but it's all the work. I'm going to be 58 on the 22nd of this month, the 58 years of my life to get to this place. And mostly the past 32 years of my life that I have been on an intense transformational journey, 32 years in recovery, and here we are today. So it was like, I'm going to post this picture, and then I'm going to go live in my groups, and I'm going to talk about pieces of how I got to where I am at today, because I don't always do that. Right, you get pieces of it. So here's where we are today. I wrote down energy mastery is learning how to outcreate any limitation standing in your way. Okay. I put up the invitation for the 6 weeks of transformation, a live class with me for 6 weeks, going into a deeper dive. I break it down. You can read more about what's involved in it, but it's 6 group calls, and you can also choose to work with me 3 times privately. And it's all in there. And I priced it very price worthy because I know it's Christmas. I know the economy. I know what's going on. But I would like that not to be the reason that you don't choose something that's going to truly outcreate the limitations you're having. Okay. So my second question on here, well, first one was, where are you? Write it down, what state, what city, and all that. And then I need you to ask yourself what's standing in your way. What's standing in your way from having the life that you truly love, from having the business that you want, from having the money that you want, from having the relationship, all of it. It just can keep going. What is standing in your way? And what you'll get is like a point of view. You're going to get a sense, or you're going to get you're going to get a point of view of this is what's not working. And if this would work, then everything else would work. Okay. I'm an intuitive, energetic, transformational coach, whatever all of that means. But the way that I run my life and coach clients is we look at the energetics of what you're being, the energetics of how you're creating in your life. The work is beyond mindset work. I work with the words. I work with the energy. It's just like, because I was writing up a thing today to invite people to the class. It's always hard to put into words what something is that you're offering, especially the way I am, because I don't teach just like bam, 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 linear, because I teach energetically. So those who choose the class and come for the next 6 weeks, that class will be geared and set for what it is that you need and what you desire. So there's a basic format, but when you coaching like I do, there is not like a standard. It is going to go with the flow of those who show up and choose it. And so what's standing in your way? So if you haven't let me say this again. I want to say, if you haven't hit your targets this last year, or you hit them, but see, we hit a target and then we usually expand to create another one. And then we go into the future. We keep just creating. If you're like me, I'm just always creating. So with that, mastering how to out-create it, and not out-creating from your thoughts, your feelings, and emotions. That's kind of the premise of like what energy mastery is, in my point of view. It's like not functioning from the intensity and choosing everything that you're choosing because that's the way you think, and the way you think. And then because that's the way you think, then you automatically have a feeling, and then you have an emotion, and then you have a reaction. And then you're on autopilot, which 95% of our day is spent on autopilot. Okay. That's the circle of all autopilot. So if you are not choosing consciousness, awareness, energy mastery, you're probably on 100% autopilot. Like just 5% of consciousness and awareness, energy mastery changes everything. So that's my conversation for you today, was like, what is it? Energy mastery. It's out creating any limitation. And out creating means from it, the energetic, it's not getting rid of it. It's not over feeling it. I don't even know what I want to say. It's literally destroying and creating the energetics that hold that in place, that firm place. And that from that place is everywhere where you function from. Okay. It's about, I always say, underneath the pile of shit is the pony called you, or underneath the pile of poo is the pony called you. That's my my number one coaching hashtag. Come work with me for the pile of poo. But it is all of this is all of the thoughts, the feelings, and the emotions, and the opinions, and the upbringing, and the autopilot, all of that that's coming in all day long. I should have asked you, how's your RAS doing today? Your reticulating system back here is like, if you even study the science of that, is all this information that's coming in all day. And we can only absorb so much. And then we're on autopilot with so much. Mastery, energetic mastery, is like, what is that? Who does that belong to? Whose point of view is that? Is that even mine? No, it's not mine. So if I start to ask, like, that's not even my thought. That's not even what I believe in anymore. We remove that and we start to repattern what it is true for you. The energetic mastery. What are your values? What are your priorities? What is it that you want to, not what are you choosing to create, not just from the, not from the past, not from the present, but from that energetic future self, which I've literally just dove into in the past year, of literally a whole new space, which is why everything in my world just opened up like at a whole nother 10 times. So there you go. So energy mastery is how to outcreate any limitation standing in your way. And if you're not where you want to be, it's because there's a limitation. If we just keep it that simple, we don't just, it's like a limitation. So what is that? Even if we don't know what it is, because it doesn't have words, when it's energy, a lot of times it doesn't have words. It's just this like I always described myself as like when I would get to somewhere, there was always like this heaviness on top of me to push to the next level, to push. Well, I don't push no more because I outcreate it. And there's so much more ease in that. My body's so much more happy. And that's what I want to continue to teach. And that's what we will be doing for this next little free cycle that I'm doing here on this journey of transformation for fun and for free. And then an invitation into, creating, especially stepping into this next version, this next 2024 for your life, you're living in a business, and they all go hand in hand together. And if you register, read the details and register before my birthday, December 22nd, you save over $800. Okay, so where are you? Where do you live? A picture, or where do you live? And so what is standing in your way? What can you outcreate that you haven't been willing to outcreate? That if you were willing to outcreate it, it would create a totally different reality. So what is it that you're not willing to outcreate? That if you were willing to outcreate it, would create a totally different reality. And everything that doesn't allow that, you can destroy and uncreate it, let it go, pock and pod, all of that. So what is it that you're not willing to outcreate? That if you were willing to outcreate it, would create a totally different reality for you. Okay, that's a powerful question that I coach with. Well, just in that moment, I coached with it, but facilitated. It's the word facilitating energy. It's like, what are you not willing to outcreate? That if you were willing to outcreate that, would create an entirely new reality for you with total ease. All right, destroy and uncreate everything that doesn't allow that, please. Right, wrong, pop, pop, all nine shorts, boys, bovettes, and beyonds. Sometimes I use that clearing. Sometimes I use other things. Also, just being in that energy in the question will always, always, always shift something for you. Okay, see you tomorrow on day 11. Talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your today. It's Sunday for me. In other parts of the world, it's probably Monday for you.